anybody there? Tag friends. Is that how I'm supposed to invite people? I'm really not sure.
You better off asking later.
I will ask later. All right. Still waiting.
Might as well talk to
Okay.
who might be there.
I don't know. Hey everybody, it's Dee. How you doing? It is time for 40 cloves of garlic with chicken. I'm just going to kind of stall a little bit in case there's people that come on. Hey David, how are you? Are you ready for some garlic? Some chicken and garlic? Hey Steph, welcome. It's good to see everybody. So we're going to do garlic chicken. 40 cloves of garlic chicken, yes. 40 cloves, 40 of these little guys from this bulb. It's like this, 40 of these with 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. Which is very interesting because I have to tell you, getting chicken at quarantine times, real chicken like on the bone with the skin on, was extremely difficult. I had to... Hey, Chad! I had to get... we went to 4 stores to find chicken on the bone with skin. Can you believe this? It was incredible. And this recipe calls for fresh thyme. I don't have any fresh thyme. There's no fresh thyme in the city of Green Bay, Wisconsin. I have no clue if it is... in place of toilet paper now that everybody's just buying thyme. I don't know. So I'm substituting. If any of you know me and my cooking, I tend not to follow a lot of recipes. I kind of like ad-lib a lot. So it was kind of interesting in that I'm going to ad-lib this one because there's no fresh thyme in the city of Green Bay. So we're going to use dried thyme. So this recipe is called 40 clove garlic chicken. It is an Elton Brown recipe, my favorite cooking hero of all time. Yes, that would be him, Elton Brown. I love him. Just in case you don't know who he is. There he is, picture on the front page of his cookbook. Yep, good eats. Love this man. This is the simplest recipe for ingredients you'll ever deal with. It calls for 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. And I'm going to pull out, we're going to have fresh baked bread with this. I'm going to pull that out of the oven because I always prefer my bread a little under than over. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so the recipe calls for 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. Nancy, oh my God, how is North Dakota? Oh my God, it's good to see you. TikTok, yes, I got it. All right, so 3 to 4 pounds of chicken on the bone with skin. All right, and then it calls for salt and pepper, and then it's 2 portions of olive oil. All right, so it's a half a cup of olive oil, set it aside, and then it's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then it calls for, like I said, 5 sprigs of fresh thyme. You ain't gonna get that. Hey, Katie. What you're going to get is a teaspoon of dried thyme in this recipe from me because there is no fresh thyme. And then 40 cloves of garlic. Oh my God, I scared you. I'm so sorry. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming and listening in. So what you do with this recipe is you take your chicken. Now, I'm a big proponent of washing your chicken. If you're going to use chicken on the bone, on the skin, I wash my chicken. I know that there's a camp that says, don't wash your chicken. You're going to cross-contaminate or you're going to spread more chicken germs if you wash it with the skin on. You know what? I opened that package of chicken and it's still got feathers on it. It's still got guts on it. It's still got all kinds of stuff. I wash the chicken. So I wash the chicken. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, wash your chicken off, or don't wash your chicken off if you want those extra bits. And then salt and pepper it. And then you take the 2 tablespoons of olive oil and you drizzle it over your 3 to 4 pounds of chicken that has been salted and peppered. Rub it together. And then you get a 12-inch saute pan that you can have a lid with it. It's got to be oven ready with a lid, okay? Or tin foil, that would work too. Of course, if you see, we're doing I have this gas burner. It's so much fun. I take it everywhere. But we're going to do the chicken in that. This is actually a 10-inch skillet as opposed to a 12-inch skillet. But I have a handy dandy cover, and it's oven proof. So, brown it with a good temperature. Get that in there. Get the skin side down. Hot pan. You're looking to make it golden. It's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes per side, kind of depending on how you're doing, how hot the pan is, what kind of metal the pan is, all that kind of fun stuff. So you get that chicken browned up real good, and then you're going to just add the rest of your ingredients. I didn't put any oil in the pan. I just took the chicken that I had oiled and salted. Hey, Andy, it's good to see you. If I missed anybody and you were coming in, I'm sorry, but it's good to see everybody. So right now what we're doing, Andy, is we're browning chicken for our 40 clove garlic chicken. All right, so once your chicken is browned in the pan, like I said, I didn't add any oil to it, just hot pan chicken in. Your chicken's gonna get off its own fat plus the oil that you rubbed it with the salt and pepper. 40 cloves of garlic. Yes. If you've never done garlic, this is it with the paper on, in the bulb form. I'm sure you guys are all probably very familiar with it. If you have difficulty peeling it, all you gotta do is give it a little pop with those muscles, and the paper will peel right off. You can get fancy peelers and all this other stuff, but you know what? It's really quite easy. So we'll make that, this is actually more than 40 cloves of garlic. But once this is browned up, 45 minutes each, yep, 40 cloves of garlic. This is actually more like 45 to be honest with you. But once this is brown, all we're gonna do is we're gonna shut the heat off. Just like so. Jay, if you wanna get a picture of nice golden brown chicken, I'm gonna try to see, yep, there you go, golden brown chicken. All right, we're going to release that gas, and then you take your 40 cloves of garlic, put it right in on top of this. I didn't drain any of the fat off that it had kicked out. Again, because Green Bay, Wisconsin has absolutely no, hey Jeff, how's it going? Green Bay has no fresh thyme, so here we are using dried. Now the recipe calls for 5 sprigs of fresh thyme. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. So Jeff, if since you're watching, if you want to do something nice for Uncle Mitch, he would really like this. 40 cloves of garlic, I'm telling you right now. Now take that half a cup of olive oil. I tend to use cold pressed olive oil because I'm not a huge olive proponent, but of course I love olive oil. Olive oil is good for you. As we all know, garlic is good for you. Just drizzle that half a cup of olive oil over the top of the Brian, you're gonna love this. Make this for Easter, Brian. 40 cloves of garlic, serious chicken. All right, so we've browned our chicken. It's just salt and peppered. Once it's browned, we have it in an oven-ready skillet we started it in. We have 40 cloves of garlic in here. We've got 1 teaspoon of thyme and that half a cup of olive oil. And then, now that is really only taken, when you really do it, it takes about 10 to 14 minutes. You've got it all browned. You got all your ingredients, and that's all the ingredients there is in this. Then you stick it in the oven. That's again why you use an oven-ready fry pan. 350. But that's 350 for an hour and a half. Yes, an hour and a half at 350. It is it's almost like you're doing a confit where you're slowly cooking something in oil. That's what a confit is. So that's basically what you're doing with this. You're slow cooking the chicken and all that garlic. Now you think that this is going to be really garlicky. And to be honest with you, I've been so excited about this recipe. I have never made this recipe before. So you and I are doing this for the first time. Hey, Jay, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yep, that's Jay. He loves screen time. All right, so of course, because we don't have an hour and a half, I have garlic chicken right here. All right, now I'm going to take the lid off, and Jay's going to show you this. Woo, steamy, garlicky. If you guys could smell our apartment. Oh, it's so funny. When I was doing this one, I set the fire alarm off. We've got the apartment opened up because it, like, all the steam and the cooking and everything. Set the fire alarm off, of course. But did you guys see these beautiful, look at this garlic. It is brown and soft and amazing. And you can see all that olive oil. Now, you can serve this with anything. I mean, come on. You're going to utilize this garlic later down the road in mashed potatoes. You're going to use it in a broccoli dish. Make anything. I'm going to serve this for lunch for Jay and I with just some fresh baked crusty bread. And then we're gonna, you can take and you can dip the bread into the olive oil. You can take one of those cloves of garlic and spread it over the bread. Yes, I just poked myself. All right, so here is, okay, so like I told you, I couldn't find any chicken. We had to go to 4 stores to find chicken on the bone with skin in Green Bay. Yes, and it took me 3 stores to find garlic. I couldn't even get whole fryers. I couldn't get a cut up regular fryer. I had to get only chicken thighs, and about the 4th or 5th store, I actually found a package of chicken breast on the bone with the skin. I couldn't believe it. All right, so we're going to try this together. Take a clove of garlic, and I'm just going to put this right. Oh yeah, look at that, nice and smooth and smashy and soft, and yeah, you're gonna be able to take any leftover garlic after this, put it in mashed potatoes. You're going to be able to mix it with some mayo and have a wonderful sandwich spread. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try just the cooked garlic on a piece of bread, huh? Needs salt, but oh, it's so sweet. And normally garlic is very it's got a big bite to it. Roasted like this, it does not have a bite to it at all. Nope. That's fabulous. Okay, let's see how strong the chicken is. I was so excited to do this recipe. I have been wanting to do this recipe for ages. So you guys supporting me doing this, thank you for allowing me to do a fun recipe that I have actually never done. All right, here we go. Chicken. Now, here again, I followed the recipe, which I don't normally do, but to me, it needs more salt. So when you're salt and peppering the chicken to get it into the pan to brown it, I would do more salt because, of course, the recipe just says, salt to taste. Well, obviously I didn't. You can't taste the raw chicken to find out if it's salted enough, so I would throw heavily salted in there. But it was very, very good. All right, 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. Salt and pepper it. Rub it with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Throw it in a dry, hot pan. Do not add any extra olive oil at that point. Brown both sides, 5 to 7 minutes on each side. 40 cloves of garlic, 5 sprigs of fresh thyme, if you have it. If not, a teaspoon of dry. And it's not super thymy, so that's probably a good thing. If you're going to use dry, stick with like a teaspoon of it. It's probably your best bet. And a half a cup of olive oil. Cover that pan, throw it in the oven, hour and a half. Now, when you go to take it out of the oven, you're going to want to leave it sit a good 15 minutes before you actually start to try to eat it. Otherwise, that oil is going to burn the crap out of your mouth. It just will. Because it's bubbling and it's boiling again. It's like it's a confit. It's cooking in that oil. So you're going to want to be very careful. Let it sit the 15 minutes. You can handle it. It would be very good with green beans, a good salad on the side with the fresh, crunchy bread. As we all know, garlic has a lot of healthy, good properties to it. The one thing that they don't tell you when they keep telling you to eat more garlic, is that the healthy properties are if the garlic is raw. Once you cook garlic past 140 degrees, it starts to lose some of that. Now, it still has healthy benefits to it, but if you want to maximize the health benefits of the garlic, you got to do it raw. I don't really like raw garlic. To me, it's the texture's all crunchy and yucky, and I like it smooth and mild. You're still going to get some health benefits out of it, but if you think you're going to get all of those benefits that people talk about, once it hits 140 degrees, it starts backing off some of the health benefits. So this would be a great dish for not just for a dinner party, but to make ahead. Brown it on both sides, put the ingredients on, put it in, keep it in a oven safe dish, throw it in the fridge. Then give it to somebody else and tell them to cook it for an hour and a half at 350. That's all that it takes. So I know it was kind of a short one, but it was kind of exciting because I had never really done this before. So yes, we are having garlic chicken for Easter dinner tomorrow. Yes, that's what we're going to be doing with some of our leftovers. It's very fun. So thank you to Elton Brown for the recipe. It was very fun. And again, I would say what I learned from this recipe is heavily salt that chicken because it definitely needs a little bit more salt to it. But it has great mild garlic flavor. 40 cloves. It's not overwhelming at all. So I'm just going to say Happy Easter. We love you guys. We miss everybody. Make 40 clove garlic chicken for a friend. Just make sure your social distancing is good. And hopefully you won't have trouble finding chicken like I did in Green Bay. So hopefully wherever you're at, you have chicken and garlic and thyme, which we don't have in Green Bay. So we love you. Be safe. God bless. And behave, well, maybe misbehave a little bit. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.